up, YouTube? PJ here, this Dog Pound 24/7. Thanks for tuning in to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead, take that time, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and hit that notification bell. Also, please share these videos. Get these videos out there. I truly appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to speak on something that took place at Franklin Correction Facility in upstate New York during my bid. As you can see, I'm just chilling here in the parking lot at a grocery store waiting on the wife to get here. We're about to go make a little trip to go get our grandson for the weekend. Can't wait. Pretty stoked about that. Also, want to thank all my viewers and subscribers for the loyalty and dedication to the channel. Truly appreciated. Listen, we got a little issue. Got to get it out there. Listen, we're back under 1K. I'm at like 998. A couple subscribers dropped. A little bummed out about it, but we're going to keep on pushing. So please hit that subscribe to get me up above that mark again. Truly appreciate it. So let's get into this video. This situation, as I said, took place at Franklin Correction Facility. While I was doing my bid, I learned how to cut hair. Alright, yep, that was one of my things I did to make a little extra few bucks in my pocket so I didn't have to rely on the family. So, this situation that took place happened right in the dorm area, okay? Like I said, I was cutting hair, and a lot of guys, you know, I probably cut about 5-6 heads on the regular, alright? About every week they want it, you know, their haircut. So, this one individual that I found out about, alright? Not going to give his name. Quite frankly, I can't even remember his name. He was a pedophile, come to find out. He was one of them type of dudes. I just found out. Before that, I was cutting his hair on the regular, you know what I'm saying? For about a good year, I was cutting this guy's hair. Well, I finally took it upon myself. I heard a little word from somebody that this guy was a pedophile. So I did not believe it, and I called home, had my people look him up, and sure enough, he was in prison on a beep case. He was in for a fucked up case. So I took it upon myself when I was going to cut his hair, I was going to give him the pedophile special. Yes, indeed, I was. I was going to give him the pedophile special. So what I did was I gave him his own customized haircut. Yes, indeed, I did. So how this happened was he came to me one morning, asked me if I can cut his hair, you know, and I had this thought as soon as I found out about it. I already had this in my, you know, all in the works. All right, I let the whole dorm know what I was gonna do for this guy. All right, so he comes to me, asks me if I would cut his hair that day, and I said, yeah, absolutely, cut your hair, you know, the usual. So, you know, he pays up front every time. You know, I forget what it was, $5 worth of stuff, maybe. I don't know, $5-10 bucks. So he comes with it, you know, and so we go into the bathroom and set up shop, get his little chair out, you know. So I started cutting his hair. He just naturally wanted to fade. All right, that's what I always used to give him, is that good old fade. He's a white guy, and I was going to give him one hell of a haircut. So what I did was, he came in there, he sat down, you know, gave him his, you know, natural, all one length, that one. I'm sorry, the video got interrupted by a phone call. I'm on my phone, I don't have the camera. So I started cutting the dude's hair, alright, and, you know, I started cutting it all at one length, this, that, you know, and then when I started breaking in the taper, you know, tapering it up, you know, giving that fade look to it, you know, I started missing some hair. You know what I'm saying? Started missing, looking a little patchy back there. You know what I mean? So I was leaving, you know, clumps. But I was working at it like I was giving the actual fade, which I really wasn't. You know, so I left in the back where he cannot see. You know, it was patchy. It was all messed up. You know, it was looking kind of crazy. So anyway, I get done with that hair, you know, he's all checking it out in the mirror. Everything looks good up front, on the sides and all that. He's happy, whatever. He goes about his business. Now, mind you, about 99% of this dorm knows he's going to get that special haircut. So nobody's saying nothing, all right? Well, what blew it up was, because I was waiting for it, because I know damn well as soon as he finds out, he's going to have something to say to me. So I was prepared. So that whole day I was strapped up, had my shoes on, laces tied, you know, all that good stuff, because I know it's going to hit the fan when he finds out. Which really, I don't give a shit. So he does. He finds out. It was right around dinner time. It went all the way to that, dinner time. And you know what kind of blows my mind is, because when I get a haircut, I usually feel the back of my head and all that shit. And you can feel it, all right? But apparently, he did not notice until a corrections officer brought it to his attention. So it came along the lines as the corrections officer, because come to find out, I was told earlier, or later on what was said, the corrections officer pretty much said, what the hell happened to your hair? And this was a rookie corrections officer, because any other corrections officer that's been on the, the job for a period of time knows that he has a fucked up haircut like that. That means he's got a fucked up charge. All right, so this rookie officer, didn't put, one and one together, and realize why he has that haircut. So as soon as he found out, he went and got another mirror, whatever, went and checked it out. And he had some patches back there and all sorts of stuff. So he ends up coming to my, area where I'm housed at, my cell, and says to me, listen, what's the deal with my haircut? Really? You got games going on? He said something along those lines. I'm like, you know damn well why you have that haircut. And he's like, yo, you got to fix this. I said, yo, I ain't fixing nothing. All right. Good luck trying to get it fixed, too. You know what I'm saying? So he could go down to the prison barbershop and they ain't going to touch it either, because they know what he's in there for. So he took it upon himself, to go try to fix it himself. And let me tell you, he made it a lot worse, all right? Because the way I cut his hair, if it was tried to be fixed, it'd still look fucked up, unless he shaved it all one length, all right? I mean, like scalping it. He'd have to scalp that, because when I give, how I gave the fade in all other areas, I use different numbers or whatever, to get that fade look to it. And how I left the patches back there, you're not going to be able to cut that fade into his head properly without it looking twisted. So he tried to fix it himself. He couldn't, so he ended up having to shave his whole goddamn head. So now he looks scalped. He had to get shave it all out. So that pissed him really off. That set him over the top. So this guy came back to me afterwards. He's like, yo, you're done, man. You better watch yourself. You better watch yourself. I'm like, what do you mean watch my? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You want to handle this business now? Let's go back to the shower, all right? So he wanted to go play the shower. And let me tell you, this wasn't even a fair one, because, listen, man, I washed this guy up quick and fast, all right? It wasn't fair. The guy was in his, mid-40s, late 40s. I don't know. He wasn't nothing, man. I washed him up, I'm not even kidding you, in about, I don't know, man, maybe 20 seconds. It was over. It was over before it started. I don't even know what the guy was thinking. All right. So after that took place, because there was probably about 5 of us in the bathroom to watch the altercation go down. And after he got his ass whooped, we told him, you better pack the shit, get the fuck up out of his dorm. So that's exactly what he did. And he rolled up, but I gotta give one little respect, because he did not tell the officer who whooped his ass. I will say that much. I don't have any respect for him at all, but I respect the fact that he did not tell the police who whooped his ass, because you could tell he was a little roughed up, he's got his little feathers ruffled. So he held that down, all right, because he really has no choice, because if he does say something, he's going to have a lot of issues on top of the fact of what he's already in prison for. So that's pretty much what happened, all right? Gave him that goddamn hooked up haircut, and then he went and told police he couldn't live there no more. So he ended up, packing up. Come to find out, he went up front from the main, or he was in the annex back where we were at. He ended up going to the main part of the facility up front, and we sent word there, what's up with him there, and pretty much he ended up signing in the PC, and he was never thought of or heard of again. So that's what happened. I want to share that little story to you. That's what we do to the old pedophiles there in the in prison. They get them special haircuts. You know what I'm saying? So just thought I'd share that with you. Give a little video out to you guys. Let you guys know what happened with that individual. My wife should be here very, 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 very soon. But yeah, I mean, listen, that's what happens. I have no respect for them guys in prison. All right, they don't get respect. They get no respect at all. All right, and when I found out about that guy, I had to hook him up with it because, listen, I want him to have the hardest time in prison possible. All right, because the way I see it, them individuals don't get rehabilitated. There's no rehabilitating them type of people. There's just not. All right, that's, like I was actually talking about this with a guy at work the other night. All right, people, I'm gonna say people because women do it too, but more or less men. All right, that's like what gets them off. All right, that you can't change. The logic inside their head of what excites them sexually. So you just can't change that. All right? Because they know it's wrong to begin with and they still do it. All right? You're not stopping that. I don't care how much therapy you give them. They're always going to have that thought in their head. Just like, people that are not gay, all right? People that are straight, all right, are attracted to the opposite sex. All right? You can't change that. If you can't. All right, if that's what you're about. All right, so to me, I do not feel sorry for them people. All right, whatsoever. I just don't. They should not be let out of prison. All right, if you ask me, it's right up there with murder. All right, and if you agree with me, hit that like. All right, hit that like button if you agree with me. If a pedophile or any pedophile charge, that is right up there with murder. Same with rape, because you're just violating a child. You're violating a woman. You're violating everybody when it comes to that aspect, and you cannot rehabilitate that by any means. If you ask me, I don't think them people should be let out of jail. I don't think they should be let out to see daylight ever again. All right, because rapos and child molesters, you're violating somebody to the fullest extent when you do that to somebody, all right? They have to live with that the rest of their lives, all right? They have to live with that. And believe me when I tell you, it's going to cause a lot of issues along the way through their life, all right? They're never going to forget about it. Just never going to happen. It's not. So that little haircut I gave him, that's nothing compared to what he did to that child. All right? It's just not. It'll just never be enough. All right? So I just want to share that with you guys. Please hit that like. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on what, you agree. I really do. Because I don't think that they should ever see the light of day. I mean, this guy, when I looked him up, he was doing a little bullshit, like 2 to 4 or something, And, after 4 years, the guy's going to go on with his life. Maybe. Who knows if he commits another molestation or whatever it was. And that child, whoever he molested or touched, did whatever he did, all right, has to live with that the rest of their life. All right? That's crazy, right? Think about that. The system's broken. But I got to get going. The wife's going to be here. I just wanted to throw that out there, share that with you guys. Because, that's how, in a majority of the prisons and, around, and I'm sure that's like that and everywhere you go, pedophiles and rapos get those special haircuts. All right, it happens all the time. All right, it's crazy, but it is what it is. But I thought I'd share that quick story with you. I'm actually in the process of uploading another video for you guys. This will be uploaded shortly after at some point today. So if you already haven't, please hit that subscribe, hit that like, and hit that notification bell. Also share my videos. Until next time, everybody stay free, safe, and corona free. There.